All right. So we are currently at the Machmell Fisheries, or however you say it, and we're sitting in the free 172 bush version. So this is also from Prop Strike. They do a modification. I think it's a modification to the original 172. So you make a copy of the Cessna 172 that's in your aircraft laminar folder, and then you apply the update, and it basically tells you how to do it. I'm also running Active Sky XP right now, which is paid, but it makes the weather realistic and pulls that stuff. So anyway, here it is. You'll see a couple new things. First off, fishing poles, obviously, right? Cargo net back here with some cargo space. And then this here is an angle of attack indicator. It helps you to understand exactly what the wind is doing over the wing, and when you reach that critical angle of attack. So a lot of training will basically talk about airspeed, and airspeed being the number one thing when it comes to making sure you don't stall. Don't ever let it go below your stall speed, which is right, measured right kind of on here. I think it's technically 40 degrees, full flaps, dirty, or I'm sorry, 40 knots, full flaps, full flaps. But what it actually is in reality is not speed, but it is the relative angle of wind going over the wings, or the way that the wing is going into the angle that the wing is cutting through the air, aka your angle of attack. So this meter lets you know that. So there's this little circle in the middle that's kind of like when you're at you're basically at the highest angle of attack, that doesn't, that basically you're not on the edge of a stall, but you don't really want to go any higher than when the light hits to here, and it'll come from the bottom up. I'm not an expert of the angle of attack indicator. I've been learning it and getting better at it, but yeah. Anyway, you can hide yokes with Y, but we'll do that in a second. Let's look at the outside of this thing. So you'll see big old bush tires and that kind of stuff on it. This is just one of the paint schemes. I'll actually move to the other one because I like the other one. But there's one other version of this that comes with it, and that is, well, first off, let's see. So you have plenty of paint liveries, whatever. So here's the default one. So I think it's kind of a cool classic orange. All of those are just showing the same. So I guess maybe it's waves and it overwrites them, right? So it overwrites the original liveries. So I'm pretty sure that this is just making a copy of the 172. Or let's go and check out the tail dragger version. And it's also got the orange, but I'm going to stick with this one for now because I like the green, which I know is an unpopular choice for people, but all right, so now we are in the tail dragger, big old tires, and that same kind of stuff, fishing poles, angle of attack indicator, all good. All right, let's look at where we're at right now. So this is the Fisheries free scenery from Prop Strike, and if I come out a little bit, so here's the runway right here, nice dirt runway, cut in, and then the lake. This is important because when you're coming in and you're kind of low over the lake, it's really hard to see where this is, but you can kind of see that the forest is cut away right there. And then we've got kind of a lodge right there, and then a path that cuts through the forest and goes down to a dock. And then, so this is one loading place, or one ramp. There's a ramp that's over here, and then I'll show you the final one, which is actually a helicopter pad, like a logger's helicopter pad, which I'm not going to fly a helicopter because Well, that'd just be embarrassing to watch. So anyway, fuel tank is on the correct one. We'll go ahead and turn the battery and alternator on. Let's get the beacon on. Full mixture. Fuel pump. We won't prime. A little bit of throttle. Both mags on and start. And it's on. Let's see, we got vacuum. Kind of pumped up. Amps are showing good because we haven't really done anything with them. Temps, pressures. Fuel flow is low but good. EGT will eventually come up. All that kind of stuff. All right, let's turn on nav lights, strobe lights. Made that move a little bit. What about landing lights on the amps? Yeah, just a tad. All right, so that's definitely working. We can turn those off. Well, let's turn on the landing lights, whatever, we'll do it. And avionics, bus 1 and bus 2. Cool. Hey look, there's Austin Myers again. Yeah, but I don't actually want him on the in front of the angle of attack. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and just turn that to alt. Let's go take off. So usually in takeoff, you'll see right here my flaps will go up and down. I'm actually going to see if maybe I can come out a little bit more so you can see that. There we go. Actually, let's go up to just a tad because I feel like this is more of what you would see if you were sitting in here. At least in my opinion, or my experience in planes about this size. Turn our yokes back on. Alright, full back. And I don't know, you know what, actually before I get going, let me check what the weather is real quick. So looking at active sky, it says that the wind's 202 at 2 knots, few at 2,500, I'm sorry, few at 2,900 feet, few at 5,100 feet, and scattered at 6,300 feet, broken at 72. Temperature 14.7 Celsius, 2.6 Celsius, altimeter 3011. Alright, so let's do that. 301. Oh. 3011 puts us at like what, 20 feet above sea level. I'll just call that good. That's not even close. Hit D. Alright, there we go. So that's it there. Everything else looks good. So let's go ahead and get this going. So pull back, parking brake off, get her moving, get a big bump to get it going, and then pull it back a tad. Alright. Steering. 200 at 2 is not a whole lot, but we'll somewhat correct for it. So the runway is to the right. That should show the, well, whatever. That over there's that lodge. Yeah, and I think the scenery was really well done here. Alright, wind will be a little bit behind us, but 2 knots isn't bad. We'll just call it. Usually I don't know. I guess you as pilot in command would make the final decision. But let's see, lined up with the runway, let's just keep her rolling. Full power. And push the nose forward. And now full flaps should get us up. Alright, we're up. Stay low to get gain some airspeed. And we should be able to just kind of take it out with those full
flight
flaps.
not started.
Alright, so drop the flaps. And you'll notice, like, there's my angle of attack indicator. So if I hold it, like right here, right? And then I do 1 notch of flaps out, you'll see it get closer to a stall. So 1 notch out, and I hold it. Yep, see it pops up. 1 notch out. And there we go. So right here is right on the cusp. You'll see like our airspeed at this point, it's right at the bottom of the green arc. But, alright, let's go check out some stuff. So we'll go ahead and pull through, keep it coordinated. And all right, I'll go ahead and slow her down because we don't want to just fly away from this thing. So let's see if I can. I'm going to go on the outside view to see this log cabin. Hit the brakes to stop the spinning. I always have a hard time finding this thing unless I'm really high up. Might have missed it. Oh, I think it's over here. Yeah, we'll come around for it because this is where the log cabin is. I'm going to use the air coming off the wings to kind of decide when I'm getting close to that stall. There it is. So there's the cabin, a little pad right next to it. Alright. And then up, up, up. I feel like I would have eaten some trees there. Alright. It's hard when I don't have that indicator in front of me. So we'll go full flaps. Because I want to do some, not really water skiing, but... Oh, she's mushy again. Alright. So we can get right by that dock. Because really, they did a great job on this. Water ski. Woohoo! Alright. Never go in a 3-point attitude to a water ski like that. Yeah, so there's that dock, which I think is well done. Straight back to where we were before. But yeah, so that is basically the site. They did a lot of really great work. The whole place looks just fantastic. So, yeah. I'm pretty impressed with it. Let me see. Just want to make sure I've got enough room for that, yeah. I mean, we're full flaps. We don't need to be full flaps while we get out there. Oh, you know what? Let me also show you this. So we'll go full flaps and get a climb in. See, we can get some altitude here because I want to be more than 400 feet above the ground. Actually, let's actually gain some speed. Then we'll climb. Alright. 600 feet should be enough. So we're in flaps. So I'm going to go ahead and lower them. And we'll try and level this puppy off. So we'll fly straight and level here. Not trimming, so this makes it a little difficult. So I'm going to go ahead and just go power to idle. You'll see that'll start to go, and then just kind of pull it up. And then as we hit that, the plane's mushing. It's mushing. We're descending like crazy. Just push it forward, and there. See, airspeed barely moves when we do that, right? So we're within. Airspeed's, well, airspeed actually is way down. My full flaps, yeah. Well, see, airspeed you never know. And push forward and you're good. So anyway, let's drop that. We're at 400 feet, so I probably actually want to go full and just get up to maybe 500 or so as we're coming home. I just have to remember where home is. I guess it's over this way. Yeah. Yeah, we're way out there. Look at that. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. You don't see this. What? Alright. So we'll start to slow her up. Again. Alright. So I'm gonna go to idle because I feel like we are way fast right now. There's our strip, so I'm gonna slip her in. Alright. Whoa. Not stabilized approach. Not what you want. Alright, we're at full flaps. And let's hold her off. Hold her off, hold her off, hold her off, and down. Whew. There we go. Yeah, buddy. So let's whip her around. Let's go check out some of those other sites. Cheat like we did before. To get to the end. Alright. Yeah, one more time. And if we were in a real plane, this would be a horrible idea. But nice little path. Cleared those. And this is where we die. Or at least lose wings, but that's okay. Because it's X-plane and we don't actually crash into trees here. Let's actually go full flight. Up. Full flaps. Lift. Yeah. I feel like we would have died. I don't think we actually made that. Oh, and we're stalling. And... well, you get the picture. So, yeah, this is the 172 bush with the Machmell fisheries, or however you say it. I don't know, but yep, there we go.